Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining me today for another Twilight Zone video in my Twilight Zone ranking series, where I rank every episode of the original Twilight Zone from my least favorite to my favorite. Today I'm going to be talking about number 50, An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, written and directed by Robert Enrico. This is a season 5 episode, and as always there will be spoilers. So we are into the top 50 episodes, and hopefully everyone has a few favorite episodes left that I haven't covered yet. So An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge is an interesting episode because it was not originally made for the Twilight Zone. This is a French short film that won an Oscar, and Twilight Zone purchased the rights to show it as a Twilight Zone episode in season 5. And I think this was a good decision because, in my opinion, An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge is a classic and fits very well in the Twilight Zone universe. So this episode is a bit deliberate in parts, but it's also very moody and atmospheric. The acting is solid, and there's some great cinematography and some really strong music as well. There's also almost no dialogue, which, as I've said before, is something I really appreciate when it can be done effectively. It can be very tough to tell a story like this with very minimal dialogue and still have it be interesting, but I thought they pulled it off very well here. Also, because this episode was not shot for the Twilight Zone specifically, it does have a different look to it, and we get some different set pieces as well, which is nice. So this episode starts with a man, a prisoner, who's about to be hung until the rope breaks somehow. We're not really sure how this happened yet. We'll find out more about that at the end of the episode. So I will say, even though this first part of the episode does start out a bit slowly, building suspense, things really pick up from here. So this man is dodging gunfire and tries to get away by swimming, and he eventually reaches the shore, so it seems like he might actually somehow get away. This guy is also having fantasies of home. He's imagining his wife, things like that. And I have to say these fantasy sequences were pretty moody, and I thought they were very well done. So eventually this guy, as he keeps traveling, makes it all the way home. And his wife is coming out to greet him. So it looks like this guy's going to have a happy ending in the Twilight Zone, except we cut back to the bridge where the man was going to be hung, and he is a goner. So in the twist, he was really hung, and all of his thoughts that went through his mind were within a very short amount of time. It's a twist that fits well within the Twilight Zone universe, in my opinion. So overall, I think An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge is a classic and unique episode of the Twilight Zone, and that's why it comes in for me at number 50 on the list. As always, feel free to leave me a comment and let me know if you like this episode or not. As always, thank you very much for your support, and thanks for watching.